the game, cause see the boxing voice.
That's great. Well, it makes me transition into my next point. Obviously, you said wealth, and getting past Povetkin means super fights in the heavyweight division. I mean, Tyson Fury, credit to him, he did something that allowed this division to become exciting again, have us thinking about all these matchups. Guys like David Haye now sound interesting versus other heavyweights because everyone is now either the same weight or the same size. No one truly is this big monster. I mean, obviously you and Fury are huge, but after Vladimir Klitschko's reign, it feels like it's an even playing field where one of you guys are going to come out on top. Obviously, Anthony Joshua did what he did with Charles Martin, but that sets up a super fight. I mean, if Martin, who was a relatively new champion, went over there and made $5 million, what is Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury unification bout? So how is all that? I know you're focused at this point. You've been a champion for so long, so you don't truly think of the future. But at the end of the day, that's a lot of zeros waiting for you.
Most definitely. If I said I don't think about the future, I'd be lying.
Right.
I'm always thinking about my future. Even though I know what the present lies at hands, but I gotta, I'm very confident in what I'm doing. I really believe in what I say, and when I say I promise something, then people they can definitely take what I say and take it to the bank because I will be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. It's just the things that I feel when I speak. I feel it inside of me, and I think that's what separates me from the rest of these heavyweights. A lot of these heavyweights, they see the cameras, they see fans, they see people in their face, and they just run off at the mouth, run off. But with me, I don't care about all that stuff. When I say something, that means I really feel it. I really contemplated and meditated about the future, what I want to do, visualizing myself being a certain part, acting being a certain image, having a certain titles, and I want all of them. My idol is Muhammad Ali, and for me, for him being the greatest of all time, I think he's my greatest of all time. And many people got their greatest of all time. Some may say Holyfield, some may say Mike Tyson. It's a lot of great heavyweights, Lennox Lewis, that came before us, but Muhammad Ali is mine because not only was he a champion on the outside, but he was a champion on the inside of the ring as well with the traveling, being able to make people laugh, his personality, the things that he did, Even though he lost many a times, and some of his positions wasn't always correct. But the things he was able to do, how people bonded and connected with him, made him one of the greatest of all time. Every heavyweight don't have that. Very few have that, And with me, the things that I do in the ring, it's not because he did it, I want to act like him or I want to emulate him. It's because this is the real Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, if anybody would tell you, I've always been a silly guy. I always wanted to make people laugh. I always motivate. I'm a motivator. I'm a inspirator. I like to inspire people to do great. I want to see a place where everybody's eating, man. Everybody is happy. Everybody, no matter what they're doing in their life, they're happy with what they're doing, and that's it. So. This is the heavyweight division is it's awakening, and I'm excited. And when you say about those zeros, definitely after this fight, I want the winner of Klitschko or Fury. If it's Fury, I would love to go to England. If it's Klitschko, let's go to the Barclays Center.
So you wouldn't even want to try and bring Fury here. You want to go to the UK.
I think it'll be bigger and better, more money that way. You talking about. Now from arena to soccer field stadium. Now you're talking about,
This is great because we get so many Americans who are like, oh, I don't want to go, and I'm afraid of the judges and stuff. So, but guys like you opening it up, that's great.
Most definitely, and I've seen that. I've noticed that a lot of heavyweights they look and see what I'm doing, whether it's what I got or how I react, how I act to certain things, or what I do in my career. Because now. I've always been known of a fighter to always fight consistently. I've always known a guy to have even starting my career, 6 fights a year. Then it went down to 5. Now it's down to 4. Now we're getting between the 3.5 to 4 as much as I can. And I see other heavyweights now, they're trying to put that in their regimen to fight as often as they can. Even the certain things that I've said about unifying the division, whatever. Nobody really wasn't talking about that until I started really just blasting that out. And I see other heavyweights talk about that now. So I can see myself, these guys looking up to me as I'm changing the game, which that could be great. So now that I'm willing to travel all over, that's going to allow them to like, hey, let me travel all over as well too. Let's do it. I feel let's make it a cycle. Let everybody eat. You know what I mean? Different countries, not just have it here. That's what it's not all about. When you say a world, I wouldn't really accept being a heavyweight champion of the world if I didn't travel. If I just fought here in the United States, I'm a heavyweight champion of the world, but
You're gonna
you might well say of the nation.
Over with that. You know how many people are gonna love that you're willing to travel? I mean, because we just don't hear that from our fighters. They're afraid to lose. They're afraid of judges. So many things can happen. They're gonna love you for that, definitely. Obviously, you have a lot of things to do.
Exciting in the game, cause see the boxing voice.